Good evening, everyone. Thank you again so much for tuning in this evening. We like to thank y'all so much for joining us at the Realdealfam Network. Again, I'm Andre. This is my beautiful wife, Essie.
How you doing? We gonna
And she is the boss. Again, we like to thank y'all so much for all the support. If you could, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you may be first to grab those videos as they come in fresh off the presses.
They need to stop and pause. Please, please, please press the subscribe button so we can keep giving you good content.
Thank you. Thank you. We know y'all will, so I'm going to thank you in advance. Thank you so much. Also, hit the thumbs up button.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
With all that being said, we like to welcome y'all. We got a topic tonight that we like to introduce a lot of people all over the country to 10 things that you should know about Southerners.
So if you have never been to the South, this is a 101 on how to maneuver through the South.
Right. First thing first is all Southerners know. When you encounter somebody new and your first time meeting somebody, you're passing by and you see somebody, always speak and acknowledge them.
Yes. Most Northerners tend to put their head down and they don't speak to strangers. You're going to be a foreigner in this land here if you do that when you come here. So you need to learn how to say at least hello, how are you doing? Good morning. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Any niceties?
Yeah, it only take a few minutes out of your time. I mean, it don't hurt. It what it does is endear you to the other person. It's just a brief little moment that y'all can get to know one another, and then just go on about your day.
Well, it's more than that. It's offensive if you don't do that.
Highly.
Yeah, so they'll be angry at you.
Yeah, the older folks here take that very personal, which goes into our second thing you should know, which is we always like people to look us in the eye. So I got a friend that was up in New York visiting, and he said when he was walking down the street, people never look anybody in the eye. They're just looking down, looking off to the side, but they're not looking at people. Yeah. They're strictly focused on their business.
Most of the major cities, they walk, look down at the ground, don't speak to anybody, and go on about their merry day and living in their own bubble. But no, down here, you need to speak and you need to look the person in the eye. Hello.
Yes, yes. It's human communication and human contact. That's good. We're social creatures. It don't hurt anybody. Just acknowledge the person that you're passing by. And the third thing I think everybody should know is that we try our best to respect our elders.
Yes. Of all creeds, nations, whatever. As soon as you hit senior citizen status, you get respect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not exclusive to the South, but those are some of the things that we really highlight, that we really take personal.
And that includes what? Like if you're sitting somewhere, you stand up and let the older person, or even pregnant ladies, have your seat. And, what are some other things? You let them go before you in the line, maybe at the bank or the restaurant. Those kind of things like that.
Definitely. Just give them a little bit extra perks. You know what I mean? They tend to like that, and they see it as respect, and they tend to give it back to you when you do it.
Now, I don't know. Not all old people, but
some of them
they've lived long enough to get that.
Yeah. Some of them are a little tough in respects of that, but most of them enjoy it. The fourth thing is that when you're walking out of a business, you patronize the business, or you coming out of your home or anything, always hold the door for the person that's coming next.
Oh my God, Northerners, that's how we can tell you're not from here or you don't live here. Because you tend to walk in the door and just let the door close behind you, even though the person may be right behind you.
Exactly.
That is so rude. You might get one off on for that, so.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter according to gender, because I was just at the gas station the other day, and I always hold the door, regardless if it's a man or woman coming in. If I see somebody coming right behind me, I just hold the door. But I was really close to this young lady as I was walking out of the door, and I mean, she just walked out, and that door almost slammed on me. So I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. But I guess he said he a big, strong man. He can handle it himself.
No, we hold the door for the next person. Now, if they're far away, you know, you just going to do your business. But if they're near, within a few steps, you stand and hold the door and wait for them to get there. It's just courtesy.
That's all. A little bit of manners will take you a long, long way. All right. The fifth thing is that another thing that the guy noticed that I told you he was up visiting the north is that everybody is hustling, bustling, moving so fast, and everything is like constant in perpetuation and movement. Down in the south, we like to move a little bit slower. Sometimes it annoys people that's coming from other places, especially with our driving or anything we do. But we're more deliberate, more, I guess, like the people in California. They call them California cool, but in the south, we're a little slow motion.
And that doesn't have anything to do with our intellect, because we are very smart. However, we are chilling, laid back, and take in life and enjoy it. When I was in New York, everything moved fast. And your mind couldn't rest until you got inside of your hotel room or your home, and then everything ceases and you can enjoy the moments that are slow. But oh my gosh, at every moment you got to be watching out, looking for this person, watching them. No. In the South, we take it easy.
Yeah, that you can see how quick somebody could burn out in a situation like that. There's too much stimulation, it's too much activity. In the South, we like it to be nice and smooth, and we get the job done. Also, now there is a tradition in the South. Most people don't like to cook on Fridays. They tend to like to go out to eat or things like that. But if they do cook, they're not gonna cook a big meal. But one of the what would you say, like a favorite meal of a lot of people is fish and grits.
Not just fish and grits, fried fish and grits.
Could be catfish nuggets, could be a plethora of different types of fish, but definitely some fish and grits.
Most Northerners don't know what is a grit. A grit. It's not a grit. It's grits.
Yes.
It's a whole
Plural.
lot of them. They're ground up grains from corn, and you cook it with some water, and down here we have it with butter and salt. None of that sugar stuff y'all have up there in the Midwest. Butter and salt.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good for the bones. It hits you just right. Now, I got family up in North Florida. When I was younger, they used to cook. Sometimes we didn't have fish and grits. Sometimes we'll have, what they call it, cabbage and corned beef hash.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it is. That's a good Southern delicacy. But yeah, another thing that you need to know about the Southerners is that we like everything thick. We like our people thick down here. So skinny is not the fad. This is not Hollywood. We like to eat, so we like everything a little bit thicker.
Oh, you want a little bump?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This the South. We like hips and chips.
Oh my goodness.
Do you agree with that one, honey?
I don't like hips and chips.
Well, I'm just saying a little thicker.
I'm strictly okay.
Yeah. And so a lot of people think the South, they tend to see it as kind of country, but we just relax folk down here. Sometimes we don't want to put on closed-toed shoes. A lot of people down here is hot and humid, so people tend to wear a lot of flip-flops. But it does get cooler sometimes, so you'll see people walking around down here in the South with flip-flops and socks on.
Everybody does not do that, okay? But you better own a pair of flip-flops because it's so hot. Nobody's wearing tennis shoes all the time. Okay, you better have your pair of slides or flip-flops to air your feet out.
Yes. It's hot and humid. You don't want to have those corn chips, as you like to call them.
Back to the chips now.
Right. Now, there's also in the South, like we was talking about earlier about respecting the old people. We tend to, in the South, we're a little bit more conservative, so we watch what we say. I had some friends and cousins that came from up north, and they tend to be very vocal and outspoken. So they would say exactly what's on their mind. But in the South, we might think it, but we like to use a little bit more discretion before we speak.
If someone says, "Oh, bless your heart," that is not a nice thing.
That's a slight. Yeah, it's done very smoothly and subtle, but it's not blatant and in your face.
They typically give you backhanded compliments. If they're trying to say something about you.
Yes, there's another thing we like to do. This one here is very, I don't know if a lot of people do it, but if you go up to somebody's house and I don't know if you're selling something or anything, but it may not be your family, and you walk on people's porch and knock on the door, you definitely need to back up so they can see you. Nobody likes when you come to their house and knock on the door and you standing like right in front of the door as soon as they open it.
That might just be black people. When you knock on that door on the porch, you need to step 3 feet back on off the first step and give them some space to come on out their door. It's just a matter of respect.
That's it. Everybody needs to see who it is. But today, everybody got cameras and different things, the ring outside, so they can get an idea. But
yeah, you're supposed to be invited on someone's porch. The porch is an extension of their living room. Many Southerners sit on the porch in their rockers and enjoy the community of the neighborhood. That's an extension of to be able to wave to your neighbors and say, "Hey, howdy doody, how you doing?"
Definitely. That's 10 things you should know about Southerners. Now, we do have one that's a bonus that I'm sure a lot of people in the South will agree with, and that is we don't eat everybody cooking. Very, very finicky. So if you take a dish and you go into a gathering,
potluck at work.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, and people always like, "Oh yeah, you bring this, you bring that."
You already know.
Yeah.
Don't eat Susan B's food. She lets her cats get up on the counter.
Yeah, we'll do it once over and kind of get an idea, get a feel of it. Is that person really clean or this or that? And then when they bring that food, they'll notice there ain't nobody eating it. They're just sitting there.
They would get it.
Yeah, you'll hear that famous quote, "I'm full." But again, we thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Y'all been absolutely wonderful. If you could, don't forget, please hit that subscribe button. Me and my wife are highly appreciated. And also, if you have any comments, please leave them below. Thank y'all so much. We'll see you again. Good night.
Good night.